In this video, we will show how to design a form using formsflow.ai. To begin, you need to log in as a user with permission to design forms. Once logged in, you'll see a list of forms you have access to. You can use the search feature to find a specific form. Once you find the desired form, use the Edit button to enter design mode and make further changes if necessary. To create a new form, click on the New button in the top right corner. This will open up 4 different options: Build, Import, Use Template, and Use AI. Templates and the AI assistant, Flow.ai, are premium features. For this tutorial, we'll proceed with the Build option. You need to provide a form name and an optional description to create a form. Once this information is entered and saved, the form will open in design mode. At this stage, the layout portion of the form is displayed in an editor, which allows you to design the layout. It's important to note that in formsflow.ai, version 7 and later, a form consists of 2 main parts: layout and flow. The layout is the user interface, and the flow represents the workflow aspect of the solution. On the layout screen, you will see a list of components on the left-hand side. This palette allows you to select components, drag them to the canvas on the right, and configure them. This is how you design the layout. Let's create a leave application form as an example. To organize fields, start with a panel component. Drag and drop the panel, which will immediately prompt you to configure some parameters. For instance, you can label the panel as Employee Information. Once the panel is set, you can drag and drop additional components inside or outside the panel. For example, to capture the employee's name, drag a text field, label it Name, and make it mandatory by configuring the validation settings. This ensures that the field is marked as required when the form is submitted. Next, add an email field. This is already available as a predefined component, so you can simply drag it onto the canvas. After that, add a date field to capture specific dates. To let users select a type of leave, use a Select Box component. Configure it with options for the types of leave available. If you need to modify a form field configuration, click the Settings option for the specific component. For example, to make the email field mandatory, select the field, go to Properties, and enable the mandatory setting. Once done, save your changes. Once you are happy with your form, you can save the layout. Alternatively, you can preview the form by opening it in a new panel. This allows you to see how the form will look to users. After previewing, you can close the panel and continue editing or publish it for users. If additional changes are needed, such as making the leave type field mandatory, you can configure it and save or discard the change. If you save, it will be recorded in the form's history. In the History section, you can view all changes made to the form, from the initial creation to minor updates. Each change is documented for reference. Contact the team for more information about designing forms at formsflow.ai.